All right, I'm going to give a demo of organizations on Cells 1.0, and I have the design document up here, and I'm just going to go through each bullet point and give a demo of each one. So I'll start with organization creation. Organizations can be created. Form fields include name, URL, description, avatar, visibility, and that's read-only and admin in Cells 1.0. So I'll go to GitLab.com and we have this organizations page. List out your organizations, click new organization, and then I'll put Peter Hegman's second organization. And we'll put a description. This is the description. And we'll upload an avatar. Make it a broccoli this time. And then we'll create the organization. And you can now see the organization's been created. This is the description. And then you'll see your groups and projects, and we'll go through that later. All right, next two in the creation section is an admin setting controls the ability to create organizations. This setting is enabled on GitLab.com and disabled by default on self-managed GitLab. So I'll use GDK to show this because I'm not an admin on GitLab.com. So in GDK, you have this organization section. There's this new organization button, takes you to the new organization page. So the setting is enabled right now. We go into the admin area and we go down to allow users to create organizations, uncheck that, save it. And then we come back here and there is some caching, so it might, oh, there we go, worked first time. So yeah, now there's no new organization button. If we try to go to new organization slash new, should give us a 404. Oh, well, there's the caching. Should give us a 404 in a couple tries, hopefully. There we go. So yeah, there is some caching when changing admin area settings. That's why it took a couple of retries. Um, and then, so let's enable that setting again. So we'll enable that in the admin area. So now the new organization button should show up again. And then let's, so we have this allow organization creation, but feature flag. So let's disable that. And once again, the new organization button should disappear. And there's also some caching on feature flags. So, but yeah, now it's not shown. So we have two ways to control if organizations can be created. All right, let's look at editing organizations now. So organizations can be edited in the settings general section. Form fields include name, ID, read-only, description, avatar, and visibility read-only. Only accessible by organization owners. So then if we go to um, this organization that I created, we'll go, I'm the owner of it, settings general. We could change this to add something at the end of it. You can see the organization ID can't be changed. We could add something to the description. We could remove the avatar. And then let's save the changes there. So that's been updated. You can see there's no avatar anymore. And the name's been changed. And then we'll go back and look at the description. And then visibility. So in organization cells 1.0, organizations, except for the default organization, can only be private. So this can't be changed, but we have this section so you can see. And then advanced, you can change the URL. So let's change that. And you can see now it's foo. So let's go to the front page. And the description that I changed is changed as well. Um, and then, yeah, so we did this as well. Organization slug can be changed in settings general. All right, so we're going to go over the groups, feature, and organizations. All existing top-level groups on GitLab.com and self-managed GitLab are part of the default organization. I'll show this on GDK just so I don't accidentally show any private groups or projects in the recording. So if we go to organizations in GDK, and then we go to default, and see that the groups get put in here by default, existing groups, and then we can see the full list in groups and projects. Okay, there's the full list. So then next is groups can be created in an organization. I'll go back to using GitLab.com for this. So we're on GitLab.com in that organization I created. You can go new group, test group. It'll find us a URL and suggest the URL that's available. We'll make it public, create the group. Okay, group's been created. You can see I'm still in that organization. So I save the context there. Groups can be edited by organization owner. So then let's go back to that organization. Here's our group. In here, we can go edit. We could add something to the URL, and then we can make it private. Save the changes. Okay, group was successfully updated. So then if we go back to here, it's now private. The URL is different, title is different. So that works. Groups can be deleted by organization owner. So let's go back to the organization. Hit in this dropdown, we can do delete. Enter in confirmation, confirm. Group is being deleted. It's no longer here, so that works. Organization owners and users can view groups they have access to in the group's overview. I'll do this one when we're looking at users, and that'll give us a little bit more idea of how that one works. All right, let's gonna go over the projects, feature, and organizations. All existing projects on GitLab.com and self-managed GitLab are part of the default organization. I'll show this in GDK so that I'm not accidentally showing any private groups or projects. So we'll go to organizations. And then default. And you can see like the five most recently updated projects. So these were all existing projects that are added to the default organization. Or I specifically created them in this organization. And then we can see the full list of projects in groups and projects. Yep, so all existing projects are added to the default organization. Next, projects cannot be created directly in an organization. Instead, they're created in a group that belongs to an organization. So we'll go to this organization that I created. We don't have any groups. You can see we have the new group button. If we go to recently created, updated projects, you can see the new project buttons disabled, and we have this tooltip that says projects are hosted created in groups. Before creating a project, you must create a group. So let's go to this groups and projects page. Same thing, grayed out. Let's create a group. Let's make it public. Okay, so now we have this group. We could create a project here, just in this group. That would put it in the organization. We can also go back to the organization. Now, if we go to groups and projects, you can see the new project button is no longer grayed out. Hit new project. So this is just going to take us to the standard new project page. Um, so, and here's where cells comes into play. If we were on a secondary cell that only had one organization, all these, all the groups in this drop down are it's going to be scoped to that organization because only that organization exists in the cell. So that's what we're going to do for cells 1.0 as to how we scope creating projects to a specific organization. Um, so um, I'm going to put this group in here that I just created. So we'll create this project. And you can see we're still in the context of that organization. If we go back to the organization, go to recently updated projects, you can now see that project in there. Projects can be edited by organization owner, so we can edit it. This project, test description, save the changes. So if we were to go to this project, there's test description, updated the name of it. We'll go back to the organization. Next, organizations can be deleted by an organization owner. So delete the project. It's being deleted. Um, and then this last one, I'll go over when we go over users, because that's more specific to adding users to projects and groups and organizations. All right, so this one's pretty quick. Activity in organizations, organization owners and users can access the activity page for the organization. So we'll go to that organization I created. I'm already on this page, but you can see in the sidebar. So yeah, we have this test project. I opened an issue, commented on it. When I made the test project, I made an initial commit. So you can see just the activity from groups and projects in the organization on this page. All right, admin functionality in organizations. I'll be using GDK for this one. All created organizations are listed in the admin area section, organizations. So an admin in GDK right now. I can go to organizations. Okay. And you can see there's all the organizations in this instance. Admins can assign the owner or user role to new users. So we'll go users, new user. Hmm, okay. Um, so you can choose an organization to add them to. Um, so we'll add them to Peter Hegman's organization. In a secondary cell or an additional cell, where there's only one organization, this select won't be shown. It'll just show the only organization in the instance. So that's the only one you'll be able to add it to, add the user to. On GitLab.com and in cells 1.5, there'll be multiple organizations, so admins can choose which one they want to add it to. We'll make them an owner, create the user. While that's loading, okay, there we go. So let's go to that organization. Regman's organization, users. There it is. So Peter Hegman, test and owner. Perfect. Um, Next one is admins can update the existing role of a user from owner to user or vice versa. So let's edit that user we just created. You can't change the organization that the user's in Cells 1.0. We can change the role though. User, save changes. Then we go back to here. They're now, this user we created and edited is now user. So that works. Admins can delete a user and receive a warning about the organization's association. Admins cannot delete the last organization owner. They need to assign a new owner first. So with users, so I happen to know that this user is the solo owner of a number of organizations. So if we try to do delete users and contributions, it'll give you this warning saying organizations must have at least owner to delete one owner to delete the user, first assign owner to all these organizations. So it won't let you do that. If we find the user we just created, they're not a solo owner of any organization, so it will let us delete them. Okay, so that is all the admin functionality for organizations. All right, navigation in organizations. This will be a quick one in Cells 1.0. Current organization context is indicated in the navigation sidebar. So we're in that organization I created. If we go to any of these pages, it'll be up here. Um, if we go, so then switching organizations won't be supported until Cells 1.5. So we just have this message here for now. Sure, and we show the current organization. If we go to a project in this organization, it's going to still show that we're in that organization. So it keeps the context there. If we go to a group in this or in that organization, same thing. This still shows the context over here. Um, so yeah, that's the navigation in cells 1.0. All right, organization users. So roles and permissions. There's two different roles, owner and user, and they can both do different things. And I'll show a little bit more of that later in this part of the demo. Um, so the creation of an organization appoints that user as the organization owner. So we have this organization that I created previously. If we go to users, we can see that I'm the owner. I'm the only owner, so I can't change my role. Organizations must have at least one owner. Um, Organization owners can update the existing role of user from user to owner or vice versa. So to do this, first let's do when a user becomes a member of a group or project, they're also added to that organization as a user. So let's do that first so we have another user. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to groups and projects. We'll go to group, test group, members, invite members. Oops. So I have a personal account too. So I'm going to invite my personal account. Give myself a maintainer, invite. Okay, so now my personal account has been added to that group. We go back to the organization, users. You can see also been added to this organization. And so that one works. Organization, so then we'll come back to this. Organization owners can update the existing role of user from user to owner or vice versa. So let's make my personal account an owner. That works. And you can see now that there's another owner can actually make this my account a user if we wanted to. I'm going to leave as an owner for now. User. um, so this bullet point will be um, a side effect of cells. So we'll only allow one organization per cell. Um, and so there, you won't be able to be part of multiple organizations in cells 1.0. Um, let's see. Organization owners can delete users from an organization. So this one we're still working on. We're trying to decide how to do this in Cells 1.0. And we're trying to figure out if we want to give this permission to owners or not. And so we're still working on that one. Removing a user from their last group or project should not remove them from the organization. Um, so let's go to groups and projects, test group, manage members. So we're going to get rid of, remove my personal one, remove member. So now if we come back to the organization, users, still a member of the organization. Users can delete their own accounts. I'll do this on GDK. I want to show the roles. So I have my personal, actually first we're going to change my personal account back to a user. And then I have my personal account open. So you can see here's in a second that organization. So I can see the groups and projects. So I'm only a user of this organization. I'm not an owner. I can see activity that I have permission to see. I can see the groups and projects, but I can't see I can't manage users. I can't edit the organization or anything like that, just because I'm a user. Um, so then users can delete their own accounts. Users should not be able to delete their account when they're last owner of an organization. So I'll use GDK for this because I don't want to delete my account. But I know this user has a number of solo owned organizations where they're the last owner. So we're going to impersonate them. Impersonate. So then if we go to edit profile and account, your account is currently the sole owner of the following organizations. So it says you have to transfer ownership before you can delete. And then this is another cells 1.0. Um, the isolation of profiles will be because you have a separate account on a secondary cell. So everything on your profile will be scoped to that organization because there will only be one organization on the cell. Um, so that is organization users.